Welcome to the Laurel Mall in Pennsylvania. While its original life as a mall is long gone, it has seeked out a new life and is still going today. Let's go inside and see what it's all about. Before we begin, let me start by telling you that this is the Laurel Mall near Connellsville, Pennsylvania, not Hazleton, Pennsylvania. I don't know why there are two malls with the same name here. Because Pennsylvania. Laurel Mall began life in 1971 with the anchors Murphy's Mart, Montgomery Ward, and a rare Metzler's department store. The mall also had a 4-screen theater on the back end of the mall by Ward's. The mall started as the brainchild of Montgomery Ward and G.C. Murphy's, looking to expand their brands outward, under the belief that a mall would help them greatly. Laurel Mall predates its neighbor, the Uniontown Mall, by just a few years, and the two would even come to complement each other over the years. However, weak anchors, a lack of outparcels, and the expansion of Uniontown Mall would ultimately kill the Laurel Mall off. In 1985, Murphy's Mart was seized by Ames, while Metzler's was closed in the late 80s, getting converted into a flea market. And then by the 2000s, disaster would strike as Montgomery Ward would close along with the entire chain in 2001, followed by Ames and its entire chain in 2002. This left just the 4-screen cinema to continue on. Despite being in an area that would have been prime real estate for retail, Laurel Mall was never touched and left to become a strange enigma. Things appeared bleak, but then things began to look up for Laurel Mall when it was purchased by the Gator Laurel Partners based out of Miami, Florida. In 2008, the Laurel Mall was reopened and space was leased out for cheap in a flea market fashion. In addition, Montgomery Ward wouldn't be sitting vacant for long, as it became a Shop and Save shortly after the closure. Shop and Save would then be replaced by a grocery store called Petchen Superfoods, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. The concept appeared to gain traction as a grand reopening of the flea market was held in 2013, the mall now being open on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. With success on its heels, Laurel Mall had proven that it was here to stay, with Rural King filling the empty Ames in 2014 and a Dollar Tree coming to fill space in 2017. The only trade-off was that the mall's cinema closing down in 2014, which was later gutted for asbestos removal. Despite this, the Laurel Mall remains strong as a flea market and shows little intent of slowing down at this time. What do I think of the Laurel Mall near Connellsville, Pennsylvania? Well, I do like it. It's a very unique specimen of the 70s that has seen very little in the way of touch-ups, which does make up for the otherwise Spartan interior. My favorite part of the mall, though, among the brick, the wood, and the earth tones throughout, was this corridor leading to the theater. That corridor was basked in a greenish glow that makes the scene look like it's right from an old horror movie. Who needs fancy filters when you have old buzzing lights? Now, there was probably a lot more to see. I know the old Metzler's department store was a real treat to behold, judging by the pictures of the interior. And while it was used for the flea market, I had to omit peeking inside there due to the schedule I was on in PA. Maybe someday I'll revisit this place and give it a more in-depth poke around. But overall, I was glad to have made the side stop here. There is speculation on the mall's future, as more and more of the space is turned into an outward-facing development. There is the possibility that the mall is completely reconfigured into an outward-facing strip mall, and the flea market is limited to just specific areas instead of being spread out among the entire mall. And then there's the possibility that the entire plaza is demalled. Sure, the flea market is still going strong, but the interior design is untouched from the day it was opened, and there was a musty smell that just hits you the moment you come inside. Still, I do hope the flea market continues going strong, and this mall lasts just a little bit longer. Not just for us, but for the locals as well. And just like that, the tour is already almost over. This is a pretty tiny mall, almost a micro mall. But if you're ever in the area on the weekends, do give this place a visit. It's an awesome place to poke around, and with it being a flea market, you never know what you might find in here. Anyway, as we wind down here, I do hope you enjoy this relatively short tour. Share with me your thoughts about this place. If you didn't enjoy the tour, do tell me what you didn't like and I'll see if I can fix it as usual. If you're new to the channel, welcome aboard and do subscribe for more malls if you like what you see. I've got some big surprises in store that you might not want to miss. And if you want to keep the discussion about this mall going, come join us on the Dead Mall's Discord server. It's easy to get set up there, easy as 1, 2, 3. There are also many other content creators in the server that you can chat with. Well, till next time, this is Doomie Grunt wishing you and the Laurel Mall farewell and good luck.